Are you still thinking AI is just a tool for writing captions in emails? That might be the exact reason you're starting to feel resistance in your business. Over the past few months, I've had multiple conversations with agents who all said the same thing. Their leads feel colder, their conversations feel harder, and the clients they're meeting with now are asking questions they never had to answer before. Imagine sitting in a consultation and the client already knows pricing strategies, market trends, and even negotiation tactics before you even say a word. The truth is, something fundamental has shifted in this business. Not just the tools, not just the technology, but the role of the real estate agent has changed. And here's what most agents haven't realized yet. This shift isn't just going to impact how you work. It's going to determine which agents grow in this market and which ones slowly fall behind. So in this video, I'm breaking down how AI is actually disrupting real estate, what most agents still misunderstand, and how agents who understand this shift are positioning themselves to win. And make sure you stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you why this shift might actually be one of the biggest opportunities you've seen in this industry in years. Let's dive in. Hi, I'm Kendall Bonner with the Kendall Bonner team, and we are the best Tampa real estate agents. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where we talk about everything related to real estate strategy, market shifts, and what it really takes to succeed in this industry. My team and I have been helping people buy and sell homes for years, and recently one topic keeps coming up in almost every conversation with agents: AI. Some people say artificial intelligence. I've been calling it an alien invasion. I kid. But the truth is, most agents are still trying to figure out how to navigate this landscape. So today, we're going to break this down in a way that hopefully makes sense to you. Let's start by understanding what's really happening here. At a surface level, AI looks like a productivity tool. It helps you write emails, create content, respond to leads, and automates follow-up. But when you look deeper, what's actually happening is much bigger than that. AI is removing the value of basic tasks that agents used to rely on to stay competitive. Things like providing information, posting listings, sending follow-ups, and creating generic marketing are no longer advantages, since anyone can do them instantly. This means the edge that many agents once had has now become widely accessible. Consumers don't need agents for information anymore because they can get it on demand whenever they want. And in many cases, they are already doing that before they ever even reach out to you. Now, let's go deeper into what this is creating across the industry. This change is not just about technology. It's about how value is perceived by the client. Because now information is no longer scarce, speed is no longer impressive, and content is no longer a differentiator. What clients are looking for now is clarity. They want someone who can help them interpret what they're seeing, guide them through their decisions, and give them confidence in a process that has actually become more complex. Think about sitting across from a buyer who says, "I already looked this up, I just need to know what it means for me." That moment right there is where your role has changed. You are no longer the source of information, you are the filter. Now, here's what this shift is creating. This shift is creating a very clear separation between two types of agents. On the one side, you have agents who are struggling. They are the agents who rely on posting listings, chasing leads, and using the same strategies that worked a few years ago. Their business is built around activity, not structure, and they're finding it harder to stand out in a market where everyone has access to the same tools. On the other side, you have agents who are adapting and growing. These agents are not trying to compete with AI. They are using it to enhance their efficiency while also focusing on strategy, communication, and relationships. They understand that the real value is no longer in doing more, but in doing things with more intention. This is where one key idea becomes absolutely important. AI does not replace agents. It's exposing them. And there's an even deeper issue most agents aren't even seeing yet. For years, many agents were never required to clearly explain their value because the process itself carried them. Clients didn't question the agent's role as much, and much of the work happened without needing to be articulated. Today, that has completely changed. Clients are asking more direct questions. They want to understand what you do, how you help them, and why they should choose you. And if your process is not clear, consistent, and repeatable, it becomes very difficult to answer those questions with confidence. Imagine sitting in a consultation and being able to walk a client through your process step by step instead of hoping the conversation goes smoothly. That level of clarity is what builds trust, and trust is what drives decisions. Now, let's shift the perspective for a moment. While many agents see AI as a threat, it is actually creating one of the biggest opportunities we've seen in years. This shift is raising the standard across the industry. Agents who are not prepared for these conversations will struggle or eventually exit, thereby reducing competition. At the same time, clients are becoming more selective. They're not just looking for someone who can open doors or send listings. They're looking for someone who can guide, protect, and help them make better decisions. This creates better opportunities for agents who are prepared and positioned correctly. So how do you actually position yourself to win in this market? Agents who will stand out in this market are those who approach their business in a consultative rather than a transactional way. They don't just respond to questions, they lead conversation. They don't just provide options, they provide direction. Imagine a client saying, "That actually makes sense. I feel confident moving forward with you." That level of confidence doesn't come from having more information. It comes from how well you can guide someone through a decision. And that is something AI cannot replace. Many agents are experiencing this shift in real time. Conversations are changing, expectations are rising, and the strategies that once worked are no longer producing the same results. For some, this feels uncomfortable, but that discomfort is actually a signal that the market is evolving. And this is where most agents have a choice. They can either try to hold on to what used to work, or they can start building a business that aligns with how the market works now. If you're recognizing that this shift or change requires a different approach, the next step is not to work harder. It's to think differently about how your business is currently structured. It's about building systems that support consistency, creating conversations that build trust, and positioning yourself as someone who brings clarity in a space that is becoming way too complex. If you want to understand how to adapt to this shift and create a more predictable structure in your business, you can connect with me over my socials and I'll help guide you through that process. So here's the bottom line. AI is not replacing real estate agents. It is replacing the need for average ones, and it's exposing your inefficiencies and gaps. The way agents communicate, position themselves, and build their business has changed. And the agents who understand that shift will not just survive in this market, they should grow. So here's the real question you need to ask yourself after watching this. Are you still operating as this business used to, or are you starting to adapt to how it works now? Because this shift is not temporary. It's not going away, and the agents who lean into it early will have massive advantages over the next few years. If this video helped you see things a little differently, make sure to subscribe for more insights on this real estate strategy, market changes, and how to stay ahead in this industry. Ciao.